Okay, so let's just run this. I was getting sick of writing out 1,000,001, so I'm just going to do 11 now. Okay, so you see when we run this, we get what's called a generator object, and it says genexpr, and that's some memory location. Okay, so we've created a generator object. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's actually make an assignment here. So now G is this generator object, and basically all it means to be a generator object is that this object can be iterated over, which basically means we can call this next function on it. So if I call next on G, hit enter, I get 0. That's 0 squared, as I would expect. Now if I do it again, 1, which is 1 squared, and so on until I get to 10, which is the last number in my range, and then, of course, stop iteration, as you saw in class. But next isn't the only function that does this sort of iteration. So let's reassign G, because now that we've gotten to the stop iteration, G is sort of spent. So we've reassigned it, and let's take the sum of G. And sum performs the iteration for us. We could also do a for loop, and that does exactly what we'd expect. So how else can we get one of these generator objects, besides using a generator expression? Well, we can define a function. And this function, gen_squares, does the exact same thing as our previous generator expression. So note this yield statement. This is interesting. This is what makes this a generator function and not a normal function. Of course, if we call gen_squares right now, we'll see that this is a function. But the reason why it behaves differently is because of this yield statement. And basically, the main difference between yield and return is that when a generator reaches a yield statement, it suspends execution and remembers the state of all local variables. And that's really important. This memory of the local variables allows it to pick up where it left off when we call, for example, next on it again. So we have our generator function. How can we get a generator object out of that? Well, we just have to call the function. Let's call it with an argument of, I don't know, let's say 11. There we go. There's our generator object. And just like before, we can call next. Here we get 0, as expected. If I call next one more time, what do you think the output will be? Do you think the output will be 0, 1, 4, or 121?